Dude, she's coming.
Here, Nessy.
It's huge. Look at it. It looks like a big erection, man.
It looks phallic.
Oh, dude, look how big this thing is.
It even has the bell at the top.
Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I've got a guide for you on how to find and activate all 10 hidden Nessie dolls in Apex Legends to summon the giant Nessie dinosaur that'll swim into the map. You're going to want to do this with a team. I'm doing it with T Martin and Niku today, and you're going to need to find 10 of these little guys around the map. This is the very first one, and they won't spawn until the first one is destroyed, which you can't punch, you have to shoot it. So if you go around the map looking, you won't even be able to find number 2 until number 1 is destroyed, and you won't be able to find number 3 until number 2 is destroyed. So there's a lot of running around the map and go fetch and stuff like that. Speaking of map, here is a screenshot of the map that you're going to need in order to find all of the locations. Now, I can't say that I'm brilliant enough to have done this on my own. Both the map and the solution to the Easter egg came earlier today from a YouTuber by the name of Lazota. I've known him for a very long time. He makes great content. I've got all of his channels linked down there below and the credit on the screen. Please go check out his original video so that we can give credit to people that actually do the work. Back to where we were, doll number 1 is in the Cascades in a little pond. You have to shoot it to break it. Doll number 2 is in the pond by the spawn beacon just south of Skulltown. Then doll number 3, you'll find hiding in the dirty river water in Slum Lake. And this is the part where I started realizing that this is an extremely hard challenge, because in order to do it properly, you have to split up from your team. You have to not pick fights unless you can 1v3 people. You have to hide, and you have to move incredibly fast. I got lucky that I guess I'm just a ninja. These people didn't see me. They just ran right past me. But you'll find it, you'll pop it in the dirty water, and get ready to move out. Speaking of moving out, I strongly recommend running Pathfinder, running Wraith, running Bloodhound. Anybody that has extra mobility, please memorize the places where there are balloons, where there's zip lines, because you're going to need every little ounce of extra mobility and speed that you can possibly get. Don't forget to put your guns up as well. Doll number 4 is by the waterfall by Relay. It's a little bit further out from the waterfall, but it does stick out. You're going to have to pop that one and get ready to move really far, or have a teammate nearby, because doll number 5 is in the back right water treatment pond. It's in one of these little ponds in the water treatment. You can see it right there on the screen. Niku went and shot it. Doll number 6 is roughly east of runoff, in the runoff pond, like the water that runs off runoff, kind of out in the middle of nowhere actually. It's just sitting there floating just east of runoff. Doll number 7 is hiding under a waterfall just south of wetlands. He's really hard to find. He's kind of on the edge of the map, really easy to miss. Be sure to check under the waterfall, and hopefully the water doesn't disturb your vision too much. Doll number 8, you need to move immediately south. One person can do this. He's sitting in a little flooded house in the swamps. He kind of sticks out, but it's like south of the swamps. After you shot that doll, you literally just saw this one spawn. That was me shooting it and this one spawning. Doll number 9 is sitting under a house just south of the bunker exit. Again, you can refer to the map. This one is probably in one of the more common locations. He's very easy to find. And then finally, the 10th doll is by a rock on the very edge of the map, and when you shoot him, the giant Nessie comes in. Enjoy our live reactions. Isn't this bad girl supposed to come out? Dude, she's coming.
Here, Nessy.
It's huge. Look at it. It looks like a big erection, man.
It looks phallic.
Oh, dude, look how big this thing is.
It even has the bell at the top. Hey, girl. Dude, that's pretty cool.
Hold up. Can I zipline to it?
Oh, she's leaving. She's leaving. You can't shoot her.
See the big eye?
And she's gone. We did it, bud.
We did. Should we do a celebratory suicide? I think we should.
We should.
I'll see you, man.
I am down.
So that's it for the tutorial and the reward. I wanted to offer my thoughts on it because I just want to give you a little bit more advice than the video format allows for. And speaking of video formats, YouTube literally doesn't reward me for videos less than 10 minutes long, so I have to find a way to make this video 10 minutes longer. At least you can enjoy some good gameplay and hopefully hear some beautiful commentary that you'll like. This Easter egg is insanely hard to do. I've done a lot of Easter eggs in video games. I prefer the COD Zombies Easter eggs over this one, at least in terms of difficulty. This one has you running all over the map like a madman, avoiding fights, praying that you get a gun and armor while you're running, praying that you don't see people. We did it by a hair's breadth today, and that's only because all three of us split up from each other and we all avoided fights and hid as hard as you can. You saw people running over me there in the slums. I had a different situation where I had to run through a high-value loot zone through like 3 or 4 teams that were there. I had to hide under the waterfall and wait for them to leave. You need to either be good enough at Apex Legends to 1v3 people, no problems, or you need to literally be a ninja like Homer Simpson going into the bushes and just blend into the environment. It is super hard to do. I will say that it does appear to be possible to do as a team by taking an intricate and pre-planned series of balloon paths plus zip lines, and probably having Pathfinder on your team is a good idea too, because he just makes extra zip lines. I think that might have actually been the real goal of this Easter egg. I think Respawn wants to show us just how much mobility there is on the map and how far you can travel and how you can use the tools and yada yada. And if you complete this Easter egg, then you'll have mastered and learned some stuff about the mobility in the same kind of way that a lot of the Fortnite Battle Pass items were roughly just like, hey, check out the new things on the map, at least initially. If you're doing this Easter egg, if you want to see the giant Nessy, if you want to do it for yourself, expect to take some time. You're going to fail quite a few times. It's not going to be fast by any measure. When you do finally get to the end, my opinion is that the reward is kind of underwhelming. I can't say that I was really happy about this reward. Nessy comes in, it's a big blown up doll, and then she goes away. Nothing really amazing happens. When you talk about COD Zombies and Fortnite, on all these other games that have big map changing events, especially Fortnite, they're all way, way better. We're all way more hype. We want more, right? And that's probably because we as gamers are spoiled now. Fortnite has been doing things that we never thought possible on such a consistent basis that we're getting very, very spoiled by that game. And as good as Apex is doing, Fortnite's still the king of BR at the moment. I know Apex is doing great on Twitch, but it's not beating that 90 million player count that Fortnite has. One small thing that I wish Respawn could do, which would help this Easter egg a lot, at least on the content side of things, it would give you the opportunity to enjoy it, is that if you manage to activate the 10th doll, could we please get a little zone, a clear zone right there? Because almost nobody is going to be able to do this with the zone ending there. And if it's in zone anyway, you're going to have enemies all around you while you're trying to hunt down the doll. It would be amazing if we could just get like a little umbrella of clear sky so that we could see the giant Nessy clearly. We could film it, we could enjoy our Easter egg instead of her being a big blurry mess, but that's kind of how Bigfoot and Loch Ness Monster are. They survive by staying in out of focus areas so that people can't get clear pictures of them. It would be a nice touch, you know. And finally, my thought is this a tease of things to come? Apex is a brand new battle royale, barely over a week old. It's fresh, it's hot, everybody likes it, but it doesn't even have a battle pass yet. We've got like loot boxes, but no real battle pass. We're not even completing step 1 of the roadmap. The roadmap is battle pass and then characters and then maps and map changes. There's so much stuff coming in the future. And my question is this a test run? Is this something they want to see if their game can handle, their engine can handle, they can do something small and build up to something bigger? Is this the type of in-game content that we might be seeing in the future? I kind of think so. I imagine after most people have solved this Easter egg in some patch in a couple of weeks, they'll change it and put in some kind of other Easter egg, maybe with the Corgi this time, or something similar, maybe a bigger map-changing event, maybe something you do that gives you more loot. And again, I'm not a developer, I don't know for certain, but I know if I was developing, that's what I would do. Finally, we are at the end of this commentary. I can't BS you anymore and waste your time, but like I said, YouTube just literally doesn't reward me for videos that aren't 10 minutes, 5 seconds long, so enjoy some of my best gameplay clips. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out. Guys, I have a plan, Zip line, we get above them. I'm going in.
They portal somewhere.
around the corner here. Two on me. One left, one left. He's weak. That's the last one. Good fight.
Nice job, Drifter.
Oh, yes. Go Spitfire. Chunk people.
More enemies down.
Oh!
I killed the whole squad.
Oh!
Good job.